Kisumu. And as we were taught, you saw, when I was young, my uncle used to work in Nairobi. And every time he comes home, every time he comes back home, we expect him to bring us something new. And it is a norm which I believe everybody is aware. It's so hard to go home empty-handed. So that's why I told myself, until I get something tangible that is more valuable to the community, then I can come back and share with the fellow. So therefore I'm here. And in the next 1 hour we should be out because 1 hour is gone. So you can keep me full day. As you've heard, I'm called Victor and I'm not new in Kisumu here. This is a place I've really hustled immediately after Form 4. And I'll not forget it. So feel welcome and we'll share with you together. Now, this information I got it not long time. Another advantage which I have is that when any good idea comes in Kenya, at times they land in my hands before anybody knows it. So this idea, I heard about it last year in January, even before it landed in Africa. Then I just kept quiet because I was told by a friend from Philippines. Now when it reached July, I was planning to do my wedding, and then I found that the information had reached South Africa and the big launch was done, and people had already benefited big time. Then in October, I decided to settle down for my studies. I studied this idea. I did thorough study, which ended this year in January on 3rd. Alongside my studies, I was able to benefit as well. Then now asserted that all of us can actually benefit here. So kindly be patient, and if your phone is on, let it not disturb anybody and put it on vibration. Yes. Now, nitaenda haraka haraka, kwa hivyo uwe ni makini sana. MMN is an abbreviation of a word. It means Mavrodi Mondial Money Bank. Mavrodi Mondial. It was derived, is a family name. The founder of MMN is a Russian, and is a very well. Owning a bank in a bank is not an easy thing, and people who are business people know that. Now, Russia is not like Kenya. Kenya is a third world country. They say that Russia is a first world country. Look at the president of Russia right now. So how people are making money in the bank, owning a bank, and what the government had to close this bank by force jointly because people were leaving other banks and they were coming to his bank. It was, it was untaxable. The government could not tax his bank. It was so terrible. Now, the government had its own interest. You see, he's saying very well, central banks that they are not funded by individuals. They are not funded by governments. And he gave the example of central bank in Philippines, US, they are not funded by governments, they are owned by individuals. People who are most successful in the community, they need to have ample time, family life, but you find that they are the people who are most stressed in the community. Because when you become very wealthy, everything becomes high, yeah? High table, high blood pressure, all that, everything is high. So you have no peace. Then sometimes, all of us, I believe, at one point, you deposited your money in the bank. If you happen to deposit or save money in the bank, a lot of money, like 100 million or 200 million, at times the bank will tell you that you cannot withdraw all that money. If you want to withdraw all 100 million at a go, they will tell you, withdraw 50 million, come back and withdraw 50 million later. Why? Because they are trading with your money. And they are trading with your money without your consent. After that, they won't share with you anything. Now, so MMS as an answer for some of these questions, because this guy is not after money, he's trying to bring this is called unjust world, because we are living in a world which is dictated with money. Usome ufike whatever level, you gain even 5 degrees or what, I mean, you will be nothing if you don't have money. The whole world is dictated with money. Right now, don't even go to school, have money, and you say people looking for you. Now, then you find that this money is the people who are in law, the people who are in authority, they dictate using the money. They are using our money to dictate. So you'll be able to understand. What is MMM? I mean, they were filling forms, they were taking to the bank, they were selling some. It was very nice. It was a big threat to government of Russia, because government, you know what they normally want. They want everybody to depend on them. Are we together? If people of a country cannot depend on government, then the government will be under threat. That is why at times we realize when people beg government, the government is more powerful. But when government starts begging people, there is a problem. What the government will do, they will increase maybe the prices of some goods so that people start begging them, rely on them. Through his bank, people were unable to rely on government. I'm telling you, it was a big threat. And these people were in authority. You heard about this one in the video. They changed the law. Even our president right now, when he took power, he changed some laws using the majority members in parliament. So the laws he changed was to align them with maybe his ideologies. He wanted to benefit in one way or another. So those laws were not fitting him well. He had to change them for his own interest. But what he did with the law, why did he change it? Look at that. You can pause and take this course as well. 107 countries. What can you agree? It is high time all of us become beneficiaries of this. It's a mutual aid fund society, and it's a social financial network. It is not a business. It is not an organization. It's a community of people helping each other financially. As we move on, as a global mutual aid fund, it's people empowering people, people helping other people. In 21st century, it becomes apparently very hard for you to succeed if you cannot focus on the success of other people. Even our president tried by coming down. I think a number of people have been able to reach him. The young generation have come from Nyanza just to reach him. He's trying to give back to the community just to send that report. Are you getting the point? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, I do a lot of meetings, and when people are dormant, you know, there must be something either wrong with me or you.
It is with us. The understanding has not reached our mind.
Okay. Wow, if I'm not audible enough, please just raise your voice and I'm able to increase. Now, MMM is structured like a bank. You know what banks do? They trade with our money. They make a lot of money. When you have poor person, people own banks, it was worth 30 million. And the person who was funding it is someone from Nakuru. So the time was elapsing for this funding to come out. Then the guy he was not having cash. I told him, okay, let's go to your bank account and tell them to give us loan. We can put the deposit and move on. He told me he didn't have bank statement, but the guys he owned so many buildings in town. Then we went to the bank, Equity, and found that the statement which was there was very bad. Then we also went to microfinance. He is not even a member of any microfinance. So we had to go and start from zero. We want to register, I don't know, say for 2 months, then start. You see that? They don't save. Their money is invested in properties. We own so many plots, so many buildings in town. Now, this money, when we take it to these successful people in the bank, what do they do with it? They trade with it. That is why at times they limit your withdrawal. Now, The trading, they make even over 1,000% profit. Even in a day, 1,000%.